When ParaCore first started, we didn't even really do strategic planning. It was basically me and a couple business partners and an employee or two. And as ParaCore's grown, we're 11 employees now, not huge, but a decent number of people. I've found that getting everybody involved in the planning process is incredibly helpful. And we did it for the very first time this year in January. It's currently June, where I brought the entire office into strategic planning, which I had traditionally done with just me and maybe 3 other people in the office, people that have been here a little bit longer. And what I learned through that process was that getting everybody involved really just got everyone invested in what was happening in the year and what was upcoming and what is going to take place for the next 6 months and 12 months. And so today we had Troy Henson come in from Evoke Consulting, who's amazing. He's a business coach and helps teams work through strategic planning for the upcoming year, and did our planning session. And it was amazing, just as it always has been. And every time we do it with the entire company, I realize how important it is. And so I just wanted to show you one thing, which is our board, which is what we're going to be working on in the next 6 months of 2018. All right, so this is our board. And as you can see, we have a number of celebrations here on the left side. We got a new office. We hired 2 AMs. We're focusing on video strategy. We launched a podcast. We're speaking at Arrival, which is an event for outdoor adventure marketing. We have a ton of proposals with really good clients. We implemented Google Tag Manager. The team's very cohesive. Overall accountability. So on our celebrations side of the board, this is where everybody in the office got to come together and say, hey, this is what we're doing great. And it was really exciting to see that, because it's not just me touting what's going on or anyone else. It's the entire office coming together. Here we have big rocks observations from the last 6 months. And these were a couple things that we struggled with. So we had too many rocks. There wasn't full commitment in some areas. We didn't have clearly defined metrics for a few of the rocks. We had some staffing changes, and that caused speed bumps. We chose rocks that weren't aligned with our overall vision, which is a year of recognition for us. We lacked some strategy and structure, and then the office move was a bit of a distraction. So we talked about that. Then we started talking about different metrics that fall into what do we want to do by the end of the year. And we ended up with, we want to have 200 leads or referrals by the end of 2018. That's actually for the next 6 months. In the first 6 months, I think we had 126. We want to do 200 leads in the second half of the year, so that'll put us at like 325 leads for the year. So if we get to 200 leads, we've won. We've won for the year, and this is our biggest focus. And so what we decided is that every single team member is going to be involved in these 3 rocks, these 3 core areas. So we have our social media plan, which is organic social, brand awareness campaign, which is paid social, and then we want to try and do some sort of non-digital marketing campaign. So someone said flash mob. I don't know if that'll be it. There didn't seem to be a ton of excitement around that, but that's a cool idea. Someone else also mentioned doing a Super Bowl commercial in a very small market that only costs $500, because then we could say we had a Super Bowl commercial. We talked about doing a billboard or like bus signs, something just like a little bit unusual that might actually generate some PR. And so then we all decided, all right, well, how are we going to do that? So we have big rocks observations. We decided we want to get 200 leads. Then we said, in order to do that, we really need to kick up our social media plan, paid marketing, non-digital marketing. I'm already doing a lot of content on YouTube, which is what you're seeing right now. So we're going to be using that as content. And then we said, how are we going to do that? And we're going to be engaging in Facebook groups, daily posts. We're going to send over emails per week, ask for connections to clients, vendors, so that we can just learn from them and connect with more people in the industry. Taking photos, social media. So really what we're trying to do is we're trying to amp up our digital social media game, which is what we do for our business, but it's kind of a cobbler's son has no shoes sort of deal. And unfortunately, that just kind of tends to be the case, where you're doing a lot of work, and for your clients, you're doing all their digital media plans, and then you're not following your own digital media plan. And so for us, we're doing a ton of video content like this video right now. We're going to be pushing that content on YouTube. That's going to be our main hub of content. And then we're going to be distributing that across different channels. So primarily LinkedIn. We're spending a lot of time on LinkedIn this second half of the year, Facebook paid ads, and then obviously retargeting and some things like that we're doing. So as an agency, as 11 people, that's how we did our strategic planning. That was a mid-year strategic plan, which was only a half-day session. And then at the end of the year, we'll do a little bit longer one, which will be 1 or 2 days. I'm not sure which. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments, or just found that interesting, please like the video. As always, subscribe and leave a question in the comments below if you have any. Thanks a lot.